What is it about the classics?
Visit a motor museum like this one at Molesworth outside Chester and you may break your heart.
Whether you're in love with their looks or even their value, most enthusiasts would like to take at least one of these home.
Now, you might not expect to find one of these in a museum.
But this week we put a 1957 Singer Gazelle and a Citroen AX head to head.
Have we lost our marbles? No, not really. For a start, both cars are worth around £6,000.
Here's the pitch. Imagine you're after your first decent car and just itching for an argument with the bank manager.
You know you want cheap insurance and low running costs, but you also know you want something that says you're special.
So, if you're Jill the Lass or Jack the Lad, how do these two compare?
We chose the AX because it's typical of many small hatchback designs that have been around for a while. Citroen introduced this in 1987, and to keep sales going, they regularly offer good deals on a variety of different specs. This one is called, appropriately, the Spree. It's got pearlescent paint on an angular body, but I'm afraid that is going to suffer badly around these fiddly door handles.
Inside, the equipment level is fine. The trim fabric is called Atlas, and I have to admit it does look like the earth from a long way up. The back is for the very occasional passenger, but down there is regularly irritating. You have to be a ballet dancer to find the right position to move your foot from throttle to brake. I think I'll try and persuade Nicky to drive this one.
This Mark I Gazelle is an extremely rare model because it boasts a 1500cc Singer engine, which dates back to 1927. And don't snigger, it starts first time and is simplicity itself. Cheap parts and no nightmare electronics mean the car is a DIY dream. That is, apart from the front wings. They can rot here because of road dirt collecting underneath, and they can't be had for love nor money, so it's repair, not replacement.
In the boot, which is the size of the Mersey Tunnel, have a look at the spare. This is an old-fashioned cross-ply tyre, and I expect poor performance from these. But you can fit radials if you want a better drive. One thing you can't improve, though, every 1,000 miles you have to get out a grease gun and give the transmission and the suspension a squirt.
But there again, this is over 25 years old, so you don't pay road tax, and if you can work out your annual mileage, you could be in for a very good classic insurance deal. Now, forget the retro look. This is the real thing. Very nice combination of vinyl, walnut and chrome, complete with column change and a bench seat. And no dating jokes, please, but yes, there is bags of room in the back as well.
39 years is a long time. Which one of these two could you live with on the road?
The Citroen does 0 to 60 in 13.5, but this 5-speed feels pleasant, and the 950 engine revs easily, so it does feel quite nippy. I agree with Eamonn about those pedals, but once you've got it all together, you're okay for comfortable motorway cruising, even with a full load.
6.3 seconds after takeoff, and the Singer reaches 30 miles an hour. Wait another half a minute, and you could be cruising at 65. And once you've got used to this column gear change, well, you have no trouble keeping up with traffic. And if you don't like this arrangement, later and cheaper models have a floor shift. Oops, I was right about the cross plies and the brakes. Originally described as unusually generous, they do need a firm push, but they do the job.
For some of you, the Citroen will clearly have a few big advantages over the Singer, like longer service intervals, easier handling and 2 years free insurance. But remember, as soon as you buy this, it's depreciating, and so I suspect it's your image.
Take it from me, this is a real head-turner. I'm enjoying a commanding view from a surprisingly comfy seat, but the best bit, this car cost £800 5 years ago. The owner reckons he's spent about £1,600 on a respray and other bits and pieces, and now he's got a classic that's worth £6,000. Next year, maybe more.
In the end, it's a very personal decision, so just be honest with yourself. If all you want is a no-nonsense commuter box, go for this little fella.
On the other hand, if you're a petrol head and don't spend all your life on a motorway, here's temptation. And a bit of a pose.